Hey guys, it's me, and I'm here today to do another Blu-ray collection video. I've tried to do these at least once or twice a year. This year I'm going to try to keep it as short as I can, because if I tell a story about each one that I have, this video is going to be at least 8 or 9 hours long. I'll try to keep it as quick as I can and maybe share a couple anecdotes or maybe a story or two about certain Blu-rays, but some of them I've already talked to death about. Those of you who aren't new to my channel, you know how I feel about certain things in here, but let's not waste any more time and get right to the chase. 3:10 to Yuma. 12 Angry Men, classic movie. The 40-Year-Old Virgin, unrated version. I prefer to watch the theatrical cut personally. 42. 50-50. Adjustment Bureau, very underrated. Air Force One, get off my plane. American Hustle, American Sniper, Ant-Man. Apollo 13, Houston, we have a problem. Argo, if I'm gonna make a fake movie, it's gonna be a fake hit. Armageddon, my personal favorite Michael Bay movie, except for maybe Bad Boys 1 or 2, or The Rock. All 4 Avengers movies. The first Avengers, great experience seeing this in the theaters. Avengers Age of Ultron, definitely the weakest one of the 4, but it has its moments. Infinity War, the Empire Strikes Back of the MCU, and that ending, oh my god. And Avengers Endgame, my personal favorite besides the first one. I love me a good ending to any great series personally. Baby Driver, first half, pretty good. The second half, much, much better. Back to the Future Trilogy, 25th Anniversary Edition. Hey, what are you looking at, butthead? Bad Boys 1 and Bad Boys 2. And some animated Batman movies. Batman The Dark Knight Returns Deluxe Edition. Batman Mask of the Phantasm, the best Batman movie aside from the Dark Knight trilogy, my personal opinion. And Batman Mystery of the Batwoman. Beautiful Mind. Beethoven. I mean, seriously, look at that St. Bernard. How could you resist that? Big Lebowski. Hey, man! The Big Red One. Black Panther. Wakanda Forever! The Blind Side. Bohemian Rhapsody. Ayo! The Bourne Trilogy. Bourne Identity. Bourne Supremacy. And Bourne Ultimatum. Braveheart. Freedom! Breakfast Club. My personal favorite John Hughes movie besides Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Bridge of Spies. Not one of Spielberg's best movies, but I think it's a bit underappreciated in some ways. Brothers, the best performance that I think I've ever seen from Tobey Maguire. The Captain America trilogy. The First Avenger, Winter Soldier, and Civil War, my personal favorite MCU flick. And I am Team Captain all the way, every day of the week. No question about it. Captain Marvel, probably the most despised MCU movie to this day. I liked it personally. If you didn't care for it, okay, fine. Go watch my review if you want to know my full thoughts. Captain Phillips, I'm the captain now. Casablanca, here's looking at you, kid. Casino, Scorsese, how can you go wrong? Castaway, Wilson! Catch Me If You Can, underrated Spielberg flick. Really, really good stuff. Christmas Story, you'll shoot your eye out, kid. Cider House Rules. Cider House Rules, probably my favorite Tobey Maguire movie, actually. Cinderella Man. Haven't watched this in years. I might actually want to give it a try again soon. Clint Eastwood Collection. Get off my lawn. Collateral. No, I didn't kill him. Bullets in the Fall killed him. Creed and Creed 2. Dances with Wolves and the Dark Knight trilogy. Love, love, love the Dark Knight trilogy. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Departed. I'm the guy who does his job. You must be the other guy. Die Hard. Die Hard 2, Die Harder. And Die Hard 3, Die Hard with a Vengeance. I'm gonna try to look for Die Hard 4 on Blu-ray. I haven't been able to find it for some reason. Die Hard 5. No thanks. Django Unchained. I like the way you die, boy. Doctor Strange. Dr. Zhivago. Don John, the first movie I ever reviewed on this channel. Duel, Spielberg's directorial debut. Dunkirk. What an experience seeing this in IMAX, among many IMAX experiences that I've had. End of Watch, the best cop movie that I've ever seen. E.T. Phone Home. Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. The only Fantastic Four movies that I care to own right now. We'll see what the MCU can do with them. Far and Away, I Have No Wish to Fight You. Field of Dreams. A Few Good Men. You Can't Handle the Truth. Fifth Element. Anybody else want to negotiate? Fight Club. Oops, I just talked to you about Fight Club. Don't tell Tyler Durden about this. The Fighter. Ford versus Ferrari, really great movie. Run, Forrest, run! The Fugitive. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. Full Metal Jacket. You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece. What's your name, fat buddy? Sir Leonard Lawrence, sir. Fury. Gangs of New York. The story is not the most memorable one, but the production design and the look of New York City in the 1860s, spot on. Gifted. Just realized that I actually never took this out of the wrapping. Saw it a couple years ago, and I really liked it at the time, and it was refreshing to see Chris Evans in something that didn't necessarily involve him wearing a superhero outfit. G.I. Jane. Gladiator. How are you known and attained? And Glory. Gone Girl. Probably my favorite David Fincher film, and Rosamund Pike. Holy Moses. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Goodfellas. Funny how? Am I a clown? Do I amuse you? Good Will Hunting. Gravity. I haven't really been a good host, old sport. You see, I'm Gatsby. Great Mouse Detective. Gridiron Gang. Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Hopefully Guardians 3 is a good one. Hacksaw Ridge. This just might be the best war film that I've seen besides Saving Private Ryan, or heck, even Dunkirk. The Hangover and The Hangover Part 2. The Hangover is actually one of my favorite comedies, believe it or not. Part 2 was more or less the same as the previous one with a few things shifted around. It was unnecessary. And the third one, just like with a lot of things in Hollywood, it should have just ended at the one movie. But it's the film industry and money has to flow. The Harry Potter Collection. Sorcerer's Stone. Chamber of Secrets. Prisoner of Azkaban. Goblet of Fire. Order of the Phoenix. Half-Blood Prince. Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Deathly Hallows Part 2. My personal favorites are Azkaban, Phoenix, and Deathly Hallows Part 2. Heat. Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. Hot Fuzz. When's your birthday? 22nd of February. What year? Every year. Get out! Hunger Games Catching Fire. And Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Catching Fire, I would say, is the best out of the Hunger Games movies. They're not the greatest ones, but this one I think is probably the only one worth watching. And this beautiful lady... The Ice Storm. The Impossible. Inception. Independence Day. Hello, boys! I'm back! The Indiana Jones Trilogy. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Temple of Doom, and The Last Crusade, my personal favorite. Inglourious Bastards, gotta have my Nazi scalps. Insomnia, Interstellar, Invincible, The Iron Giant, and the Iron Man trilogy, Iron Man 2, and Iron Man 3. Jackie. Jaws. Show me the money! Jumanji. The only Jumanji movie that I think is worth owning. The Jungle Book, my favorite Disney live-action adaptation. The Jurassic Park movies, or at least the ones that I own. Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and Jurassic World. Kingsman: The Secret Service. Night and Day. Ladies and gentlemen, The Rolling Stones. The Lego Movie. Everything is awesome. The Lego Batman movie. I can only look you in the eyes right now. Liar, liar. Do you know why I pulled you over? Depends how long you were following me. Eesh. Why don't we just take it from the top? Lincoln. Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. It's called Edge of Tomorrow as far as I'm concerned. I don't care what the actual title is. Logan. The best X-Men movie besides Days of Future Past. Lone Survivor. And Looper. Yes, guys, Rian Johnson can make some good movies, whether you want to admit it or not. Magnificent Seven. You know what? Not all remakes are bad. The Martian. The world will come to fear my Botany Powers. Matilda. One of my all-time favorite childhood movies. I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong. And there's nothing you could do about it. Memento. A Chris Nolan movie that I actually have not seen. And I'm actually really mad at myself because a lot of people say that this is a great one. Also, from what I've heard, this is backwards. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to soak it in, but inevitably I have to see it. So I will let you know the first chance I get. Men in Black and Men in Black 3. Meet the Parents. Bomb, 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 bomb. What if I was in the military and I was a bombardier? Are you a pothead, fucker? No, Jack. I pass on grass. Yes or no, fucker? No. Yes. No. The Mission Impossible movies. Well, at least the ones that I own. Mission Impossible 3. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. That scene when he's climbing up the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Seeing that in IMAX. Even watching it on Blu-ray, it still makes me want to scream with fright. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation and Mission Impossible Fallout. Probably the best in the franchise since Ghost Protocol. Mud with Matthew McConaughey. Alright. I know it sounds overdone at this point, but I can't help it. Every time I see him, immediately the words come right out of my mouth. Munich. National Treasure. The Nice Guys. Really surprising movie. And Shane Black, some of his stuff is a little hit and miss for me. This one might not be everyone's cup of tea, but if you like a good buddy cop movie, or at least something along those lines, this is definitely worth seeing. Oz the Great and Powerful. The Passion of the Christ. Whoa. Whether or not you believe in God, this is something that everybody should see. The Patriot. Pawn Sacrifice. The Peanuts movie, Perks of Being a Wallflower, and Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. What do you say to 3 shillings? And we forget the name. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, the best movie set during Thanksgiving and a staple for every year on Thanksgiving. I have to watch this every year whenever November comes around. Platoon. Pleasantville. The Polar Express, my favorite Christmas movie. The Prestige. Are you watching closely? Pulp Fiction. It's not a motorcycle, baby. It's a chopper. The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. The Rocky Collection, 1 through 6. Yes, even the 5th one, which we'll talk about the rest of the movies as time goes on. Rush. The Sandlot. The Great Bambino. Saving Private Ryan, my personal favorite war movie. Say hello to my little friend. Seabiscuit. 7. What's in the box? Schindler's List. Shawshank Redemption. The sisters never laid a hand on Andy Dufresne after that day. Shaun of the Dead. Diane, get mom somewhere safe. David, kill the queen. What? The jukebox! Shazam. Sorry about your window, but you're welcome for not getting robbed. Sherlock Holmes and Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. There isn't any time to waste then. Make it count! Signs. Silver Linings Playbook. The Simpsons movie. Probably the only Simpsons material that I think is worth watching personally. I've seen some episodes of the show. Some of them aren't bad, but yeah, the movie, as far as I'm concerned, it's what I think of when I think of The Simpsons. I see dead people. Probably the best film that M. Night Shyamalan has ever made. Everything else that he's done after that, some of them have been good, some of them have been not so good. This one I still think is his best. Besides maybe Unbreakable. Skyfall, my personal favorite James Bond movie, at least the ones that I've seen. I'm actually going to try to watch all of the James Bond movies leading up to, what's it called? No Good Day to Die? No Good Time to Die? I don't know. Something that says not to die. It's also got Rami Malek as the villain, and I really like that guy personally. Social Network. Southpaw. And one of the crown jewels of my collection, the Spider-Man movies. Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 2, the best comic book movie besides The Dark Knight. Spider-Man 3 has its moments. Spider-Man Homecoming, the only solo MCU Spider-Man movie that I think is the most acceptable one. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Very soon, I'm going to be doing a video on that. Keep your eyes open. And Split, a great comeback for M. Night Shyamalan, especially after the long bad streak that he had for many, many years. Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan. Star Trek 2009, Star Trek Into Darkness, and Star Trek Beyond. And the other crown jewel of my collection, the Star Wars movies. All of them on Blu-ray. The Star Wars prequels. Solo: A Star Wars Story. Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. A New Hope. The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. State of Play, Steve Jobs, Super 8, Super Bowl 52 champions, Philadelphia Eagles, Superman the movie, Taken, the only Taken movie that's worth watching. The Taking of Pelham 1-2-3 remake. I'm gonna try to find the original at some point. The Terminator movies. The Terminator. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. And Terminator Salvation. The other two, not in a million years. Thor and Thor Ragnarok. A Time to Kill. Titanic. I'm the king of the world! I feel the need for speed. The Town. True Grit, Twister, Rabbit is Good, Rabbit is Wise, Unbreakable, Uncle Buck, The Uncle Buck, Unstoppable, and The Untouchables. You send one of yours to the hospital, send one of hers to the morgue. Winter's Bone, The Walk, War of the Worlds, Warrior. No, you weren't there. You weren't there when my mother was on her hands and knees. Why don't you take your war stories over to the VFW, because maybe they'll give a damn. We Bought a Zoo. We Were Soldiers. Wizard of Oz, classic. Wonder Woman, the best DCEU film, period. I like Shazam though, but Wonder Woman still takes the cake. Wolf of Wall Street. World's End. And finally, the X-Men movies. X-Men. X-Men 2 United. X-Men First Class. The Wolverine, the 2013 one at least. X-Men Days of Future Past, X-Men Days of Future Past The Road Cut, and X-Men Apocalypse. Well, that's all the Blu-rays I have. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, especially during this coronavirus situation. It's been really, really tough for me, and I'm sure it's been really difficult for a lot of you out there, but we've made it this far. Let's not give up. Keep going forward, and we'll be okay. Thanks, you guys, once again for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.